For the past few episodes, we have traveled to the edge of the universe. We have witnessed the explosion of the Big Bang and the swirling smoke of the nebulae. But now, we turn our gaze inward. Look at your hand. Look at your skin. You are living inside the most complex machine in the known universe, 30 trillion cells working in perfect harmony. But have you ever asked yourself, how was this machine built? How does a single microscopic drop of fluid transform into a thinking, feeling human being? For centuries, this was a biological mystery. But 1400 years ago, the Quran detailed this hidden process step by step. From a drop, to a leech, to a chewed substance. Welcome to the Divine Cosmos, Series 2. Today we explore the miracle of life. You are looking at the most complex machine in the known universe, the human body. 30 trillion cells, 60,000 miles of blood vessels, a brain more powerful than any supercomputer. But where did you come from? You started as a single cell, smaller than a grain of salt. How does that single speck become a breathing, thinking human being? For thousands of years, this was a mystery. Aristotle thought the baby formed from menstrual blood. Medieval scientists thought a tiny, fully formed human sat inside the sperm. It wasn't until the invention of the microscope in the 17th century that we began to see the truth. But 1,000 years before the microscope, in the book In the Desert described the stages of human development with an accuracy that shocks modern embryologists to this day. The Quran begins the story in Surah Al-Insan. It says, "Indeed, we created man from a sperm drop mixture." The Arabic phrase used is Nutfah Amshaj. Amshaj means mingled or mixed. Today we know that the fetus is not formed by the father alone, nor the mother alone. It is a mixture of the male sperm and the female ovum. The Quran then tells us exactly where this drop settles. In Surah Al-Muminun verse 13 it says, "Then we placed him as a sperm drop in a firm lodging." The Arabic phrase is qarar makin, a safe, secure, firmly established place. This perfectly describes the uterus, which protects the fetus with the pelvic bone and deep layers of muscle. But here is where it gets specific. In verse 14, God describes the next stage. "Then we made the sperm drop into an alaqah." What is an alaqah? In Arabic, this word has three distinct meanings. First, a leech. Second, a suspended thing. And third, a blood clot. Let's look at the science. At 24 days, the human embryo looks exactly like a medicinal leech. Not only does it look like one, but it acts like one. It extracts its blood and nutrients from the mother just like a leech feeds on a host. Secondly, it is suspended. The embryo does not sit at the bottom of the womb, it hangs suspended by the umbilical cord. And thirdly, it resembles a blood clot. At this stage, blood is trapped inside closed vessels and does not circulate yet. It looks like a clot of thick, dark blood. One word, three scientific descriptions, all accurate. Professor Keith Moore, one of the world's leading embryologists, was amazed by this. He stated that he was shocked at the scientific accuracy of these statements made in the 7th century. The verse continues, "Then we made the alaqah into a madgha." Madgha means a chewed substance. Imagine taking a piece of gum, chewing it, and looking at the teeth marks. Why this strange description? At about 28 days, the embryo develops somites, the beginnings of the vertebrae. Under a microscope, these somites look exactly like the imprint of teeth on a piece of chewed flesh. The Quran describes the appearance of the embryo at a microscopic level. Then the verse says, "Then we made the madgha into bones, and we clothed the bones with flesh." For a long time, scientists thought bones and muscles formed at the same time. But modern embryology confirms that the cartilage tissue of the bones hardens before the muscle cells wrap around them. The structural framework comes first. The clothing comes second. Finally, in Surah Az-Zumar, the Quran says creation takes place in three darknesses. Modern anatomy identifies these three layers protecting the fetus: the abdominal wall, the uterine wall, and the amniochorionic membrane. Three distinct layers of darkness protecting the spark of life. From a drop of fluid to a leech-like clot, to a chewed substance to a human being. How did a man in the desert know that an embryo looks like a leech? How did he know about the chewed appearance of the spine? How did he know the bones form before the flesh? These are not guesses. This is the manual of the human machine, revealed by the one who built it. So blessed is Allah, the best of creators. These descriptions, the leech, the hanging suspension, the chewed spine, are not poetic metaphors. They are biological snapshots captured centuries before the invention of the microscope. It leaves us with a profound question: could a man in the 7th century desert have known the microscopic details of human anatomy? Or is this book the instruction manual revealed by the one who built the machine? Thank you for watching this episode of The Divine Cosmos. In our next episode, we are going to look back up at the sky. We are going to discover the secret of the metal that builds our cities and runs our blood. The Quran says iron was sent down from the heavens. Modern astrophysics agrees. Join us for the next chapter, Iron from the Stars. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a discovery. See you in the next one.